everyone, and welcome to another Facebook Live here at the Spoken Learning Facebook page. My name is Sharon. I'm very happy to see you again, and I hope that you're having an amazing week. It's almost Friday, so yeah, this is good. Today I'm bringing you a topic that's interesting and very helpful if you're in your journey to learning Spanish. So I hope that you find this interesting, educative, and yes, before we start, please don't forget that in spoken learning we provide private lessons and we teach children and adults starting 5 years old and up. So if you want to learn or you want your children to learn, or your mom or your dad or whoever, please give us a call at 832-413-3166 so you can schedule a private lesson with us or a train lesson. Muy bien. So now that this has been said, we're gonna be starting with the interesting stuff. Muy bien. So as you may know already, and if you don't know now, you know it. In Spanish, nouns have two basic elements. These two are number and genre. Okay. So what happened with these ones is that this give us all the information that we need to know regarding anything that we're talking about. Okay. So usually in Espanol, everything is masculine or feminine and singular or plural. This yes, it doesn't matter which kind of word it is. These elements are always present. The thing is that the number and the genre are created for say something um, in order them to match the personal pronoun. Okay, so remember that in Espanol everything has to match the personal pronoun. So if something is feminine, you must be talking with everything in feminine because everything that the feminine does is feminine. If that makes a little bit more of sense. But also because in Espanol everything is listed as feminine or masculine. Why? I don't really know. I think that no one really knows why, but yeah, things have a sex basically in Espanol. So now, with this being said, we're gonna be focusing only on the plurals in Espanol. How do we make a plural? So this is pretty easy. Depending on the word, you only need to make sure that you are, um, yeah, making sure that the words end in a, e, or o in any consonant that we have. It doesn't matter which one, or that they end in C. So these are the three ones that you need to be aware of whenever you're trying to make something a plural. So if the word ends with a, e, or o, what you need to do is that you need to add an s at the end of the word, and it will become a plural that easily. So, for example, we have in the examples mesa and mesas. Then we have elefante, and in plural is elefantes, and libro and libros. Okay? Why we don't have the E and the U in these ones? Because as you can see, these are mostly vowels. Because these ones are kind of special. Remember that in Spanish we have a lot of exceptions. So yeah, these have another kind of working. So yeah, I will be explaining that to you later. Okay. So then in the second row we have the consonants. So whenever you have a word that ends in any consonant, you just add an es at the end, and then the word is magically a plural. So for example, we have papel, papeles. For example, celular, celulares. Let me think on something else. Ventilador, ventiladores, and then it is a plural. Okay. And in our third row, we have the words that end with C. These are not as common. I mean, now that I think of it, I think that we don't really have like way too many words that ends in C. But when we have a word that ends with C, we change the C for a C. And then we just add an es. So for example, for pez, we have peces. For voz, we have voces. And the list goes on and on and on. For example, lápiz, lápices, codorniz, codornices, is that simple. Okay, so yes, these are basically the rules. As I told you before, we have like some exceptions, but these are not like as complicated as they sound. Okay, so for example, in here I have some more words for you to practice. We have payaso, payasos, imán, imanes, ají, ajíes. Okay, these are like the only exceptions that we have in here. What happens when the words end in e or in u? What we do is that we treat those ones as in the second category, okay, as consonants. Why? Because that's how it works. So yes, basically what we do is just that we keep the last letter, okay, and then we add an e and an s at the end, ajíes, ululues. That's how it works. So if you have an u or an e at the end of the word, you just add an es, not only an s, okay. Then we have reloj, relojes, flor, flores, árbol, árboles. I think that this is pretty easy. Yeah, making plurals is not that complicated until you are using it like in fully done sentences. Okay, so muy bien. And yes, that will be it for today. I hope that you find this topic interesting and helpful. If you're learning Spanish, please remember that in spoken learning, we provide lessons and we teach children and adults starting 5 years old and up. So if you want to improve, please give us a call and maybe you will be having a class with me. I don't know if that's enough to convince you, but yeah. So yes, please call or text 832-413-3166 so you can schedule a private lesson with us. And yes, that will be it for today. Please remember to keep studying and remember that learning is not linear. Okay, so you'll have your ups and downs, and sometimes everything's gonna get hard. But if you continue and if you keep on working hard on it, you will improve pretty fast. Okay, so that will be it. See you